All right, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the DMFL podcast, season 2. We are here with the commissioner, Sunny, from Dart. Great day. We have the DMFL commissioner and now Dart commissioner together for the first podcast. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Hey, it's an honor to be here, man. I feel like my whole life has led me to this moment.
That's amazing. Appreciate you. So yeah, man. Last season we didn't have this addition to the league. I feel like this is good to get more, for the people, for the fans.
It's a software update.
For sure.
It's a software update, as RJ would say.
That's what we needed, just need more spice in the league as well.
Yeah.
More predictions, commentary. Because last year I felt we were playing the games, but we weren't talking about it. So now
we're here for it, man. This is what we do, right? We just talk, right? Might as well memorialize it.
That's what we need. All right. So you want to tell people about our first, our origin story for DMFL and how it all started?
Yeah, I remember like it was yesterday. So I was trying to get the field ready right at Plano West, and then you were showing me videos of what you were doing in Kansas City.
Yeah,
and I was completely disinterested because it was a 15-minute video, and you're wanting me to watch for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing, man?" I'm trying to get everything going, but I didn't realize how special it was. I didn't realize the potential, and I'm glad you did it. Because it's added another sort of element, to Dallas football, which is already elite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just adds something else. It adds an excitement. It takes us out of we have these regular Sunday runs, but it just adds a little wrinkle,
a little flavor.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's been great. But yeah, I know you were itching to do it. You did it in Kansas City with a huge success. Brought it to Dallas. Super proud of you. And so far everything's been going really great. So
appreciate it.
But it's a journey though.
It is.
Even if I look at last season, right? You look at how the season started and how the season ended.
Oh yeah.
We went through a lot.
We did. It's always just growing and learning throughout the process. And trying to get better always. And that's the key.
You take wins, you take losses, but
for sure.
Stay hungry.
All right, Sunny. Thank you for being here again. I just want to say that this podcast, the whole idea of it is to bring more fun to the league, excitement to the league. Just some fun chatter, some fun dialogue with we have Commish Sunny right here. Week 2 might be somebody else. I'm kind of trying to keep it more open this season. If you want to come back, you're always welcome. You're Commish, so whenever you want to call back, just hit my line. But I just want to tell the whole league that, if we said anything hurtful or clowning, it's not personal at all. It's strictly football talk.
Yeah.
It's just locker room type stuff. We're not if you get clowned, do not take it personally. Please it's all fun and games, just anything.
Yeah, like you said, I echo the same thing. It's just we're just having a good time. We're all boys at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're just joking.
We're just joking. We're chilling,
We're joshing you. Yeah. So, don't take it personally. Don't take anything to heart.
And also, if we mess your names up, please forgive us. It's new names
Not
for
me,
us.
you.
New name. You were good.
Huh?
You were good.
I'm an immigration attorney, bro. I see these names every day.
That's true. Also, if you want to get shouted out more, show us more in the field or show us more in the interview, just get more involved in the league and we'll know your name is better and we'll get more acquainted with you as well, because obviously if you just play and go home, we're never going to really get, know who you are. Okay, let's go into intros for each team now. Okay. So first team, we have Wolfpack. Defending champions, last year's champions. We got Obaid, Joshua, Ariel, Salah, Iman.
Joshua's new.
Yeah. Joshua's new. We have Sammy, Easy,
Usual suspects.
LJ, Iyad, and Always.
Okay. Yeah, target on their back.
Yeah, this is a great team. Obviously Wolfpack always brings in that they're just a team that's not that talented, individually, but as a unit,
yes,
they're tough to beat. As a full unit,
greater than the sum of their parts.
Yeah, because look at Iman's not that fast, but he uses it as very underrated speed he has. He shocks you.
Fair.
It's like Mahomes in
Fair.
NFL Mahomes. Like, you know how Mahomes always has the arm,
Yep.
but he runs a lot and no
Yes.
one watches his run.
Yes.
So the Iman, you're scared of his arm, but he runs. So it's
Yes.
like you have to.
He's very elusive, tremendous hips, great sidearm.
Mm-hmm.
Just blessing us with those dimes. I mean, it's you can't quantify their IQ.
Mm.
You can't quantify their experience.
Yeah.
The way they just kind of know where they are, the pitches, you know, the route running.
Yeah, I mean,
play calling.
the IQ's on a different level, different stratosphere with IQ.
Yeah,
because when they have the ball in their hands, everyone's a factor now.
Yeah.
Other teams, you watch one guy has the ball, everyone just kind of just like you know, have a good day now, go score.
Yeah.
But with them, it's like it might be Salah at one point, then it might be Obeid here, then Owais might get the ball now. Anyone can be a factor. Ariel might get the ball now. So
when you think about it, they really have 3 elite quarterbacks on their team.
Yeah.
I mean, Ariel's center, but he could start at quarterback.
Yeah.
Obeid is an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
And obviously we know about Iman.
Yeah. So,
I mean, they have so many options.
And also the hips too. The hips don't lie with that team. They all have hips. Like each one of them catches the ball and doing.
Yep.
Like it's every team. So it's I mean this team is a hip team. So
Hmm.
overall this team, they won last year, so I think they have to want to repeat again. So if they don't repeat, it's a failure, in my opinion.
I would say they would look at it that way.
Yeah.
Because they have such a standard of excellence
Yeah.
that anything less than the championship would be considered a failure.
And they added some new guys like Easy. We have LJ and Joshua too. So they added 3 pieces to an already stacked team.
Yeah.
So yeah, this team is definitely scary. They're scary of the teams, and they could easily repeat.
They did lose twice though last season in the regular season.
They lost
They
to
lost
Free
to
Smoke.
They lost to us and LOZ.
That's true.
You know,
2 losses.
so no, I'm not saying they're going to lose again, but there's any given week, any given Sunday,
Any given Sunday,
right?
That's the motto.
I mean, everybody's got a chink in their armor. We just got to figure out where it is.
Yep.
You know,
And we'll
so,
see. And we'll see.
But yeah, defending champs. You know, can't say enough about
Now on to Team 2. Actually, it's Free Palestine.
that. Okay.
It's my new team this year. Yep. So Sonny was on my roster originally. So we had a new
I got deported.
shake up on the roster.
Expedited order. One-way ticket.
This team it's a sleeper team, I would say, because the names that you see on his roster aren't like your
Not household names.
not household names for DMFL right now. So we have
You reach deep into the bag, bro.
I did. So basically, for my last year's team, we have Mustafa Maki from our last year's Dart
Okay,
team.
all right.
That I
Old
got.
head.
I
Old
got
head.
him back. The old head of our team, but
Yeah.
he's still that arm is still there, so he's still on the roster. But after that, it's a whole new roster. We have Omar Gadabi. We have Fred Hamza Ibrahim from the last year's free agent squad.
Yeah.
So you remember him?
Was he there last? Was he there?
No, he missed
wasn't, right?
game 1. He
Yeah, I thought
overslept.
so.
That bot
Oh,
overslept.
really?
Yeah. He's a bot, man.
Some people, he's not the only one who overslept. Though.
Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Yeah. We have Rohan, Lonnie, Luqman. We have Samin, Hassan, and Taha Sharif.
That's a squad.
So
that's a squad.
sleeper squad for sure, because no one, these names that I'm mentioning, people might say like, oh, Hassan, Samin, he's like, but once you see the guys play,
Samin showed out.
Samin showed out at Rush.
Yeah.
I think my team will be hard to beat because of our defense. We have a pretty deep, loaded defense. It's going to be hard to move the ball against us. Once we have Samin coming here, we have Hamza Ibrahim on the other side. It's a really fast rush, really effective rush. And then for our back end guys, it's pretty loaded as well. But I mean, any given Sunday, any given Sunday.
Who do you have playing safety? Taha Sharif?
Hasn't thought of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little shaky.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Quarterback plays a little shaky too, but
yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Any given Sunday.
That's true. I mean, if my arm isn't showing out, Mucky might go back there at quarterback.
You're on a short leash, my friend.
Yeah,
Short
for sure. But yeah, I mean, we shall see. I mean, I can't say much right now because we just gotta see it. Like these names I'm mentioning, no one knows them yet.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the team?
I mean, I think I know these guys. They're not household names, but I know these guys.
Yeah.
I think they're solid. I mean, you sniped a couple of the grapevine guys.
A little bit, yeah.
You got Taha Sharif, you got Hassan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beasts, right? So those guys can single-handedly win a game for you. Like if they, you know what I'm saying? Like first of all, they don't drop balls.
Yeah.
they know where to be. They just have great, just a presence.
Yeah.
You know, they're not divas. You know, so they'll do what you need them to do.
Yeah. That's key though.
Yeah.
That's a factor on most teams.
That's all the diva we can handle on one team right
here.
That's
it.
That's
the only one.
Everybody else got to chill. So yeah, I mean, as long as people know their role,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, definitely Free Palestine is in the mix. It's in the mix. I wouldn't say that they're. I mean, okay, I put them. Are we doing rankings yet?
You can.
You do rankings? Yeah. I put them like a 3-4 team right now. Yeah. I'd say right now. Obviously, the ceiling is you could win a championship, right?
Yeah.
But right now, I'd like power rankings maybe like 3-4.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's ship or bust for me, like personally. Like on any team I'm on.
After the way last season ended.
I mean, it can be any team, Free Smoke, Free Palestine. It could be Desert Eagles. I'm trying to win a championship with anyone on my team. So
You're not just out there for cardio.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, 3-4 that's fair. That's fair roster for right now. It's fair ranking, I would say, for my team, because we just got to see it to believe it. See if we can actually beat
unproven.
Beat these teams like Wolfpack and LOZ with a full
then
roster.
You make a statement.
And Dart too as well. When they have full roster, Legend of Darts is a loaded roster as well. So we'll get into that one as well. But we'll see. We shall see. Team number 3, the Desert Eagles.
Solid name.
Great name.
I dig the name.
Great name. I like it.
That's about all I dig, but.
And this team is the Muhammad team. We have Muhammad Ayachi, Muhammad Shantov, Marwan Kamal, Muhammad Amin, Malik Marouf, Muhammad Al-Sayyid, Mustafa Khamis, Suzair Muhammad, and Hussein.
So I know 2 of those guys. I know Malik Marouf. That guy's been MIA from Dart for like a year now.
We lost him.
Huh?
We lost that
he's
guy.
One of my favorite people too.
Yeah,
I was super excited when I saw him on the roster. I was like, I get to see him again. He sniped my jersey actually.
Oh wow.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, Malik Marouf, just a nice guy. That's a nice guy. Wasn't he in Houston?
Who?
Malik Marouf. For some reason, I thought he was in Houston. Feel like he told me he was in Houston.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's a deep ball guy.
Yeah.
And then Suzera, we used to play with him out of Pesh. Remember that?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's cold. He's cold.
Yeah.
But he needs a good quarterback, though.
He needs a good quarterback.
You know, he's gonna need somebody to throw the deep ball to him, the jump ball, right? Because he's tall, he's lanky.
Yeah.
I mean, he can be a difference maker, but he's got to have a good quarterback. He's got to have.
For sure.
So they need to gel. It's a long season. They have time, but they need some synergy. I know that they struggled last week, but I mean, roster to me right now is a little TBD.
TBD.
Not,
for sure.
No shade. I'm just saying, like, I don't know a lot of these guys, so they could show out. Let's see what happens.
I mean, the Muhammad name in Arabic means like the praiseworthy one, so they should be the best team in the league because of their name. Yeah. Because of the Muhammad name should do it.
Yeah.
But talent-wise, I mean, they're a brand new roster. Last week they were stopping the ball. They're having issues stopping the ball, and that's a big factor. Quarterback play.
Snapper is key, bro.
QB play
that can make or break you.
Yeah, it's huge. So I mean,
snappers get the most looks too.
They do in that middle. Middle. Yep. So right now they're the last team in the league, free agent squad right now. They're gonna be
they're a free agent team?
Free agent squad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Brand new team.
Plays a little bit.
So we'll see how they do. Hopefully they get some W's on their the record this year. It's gonna be hard though.
I see
because after week 1 you're gonna be playing more of the top level teams, so it's gonna be hard to get W's. From here on out. But never know.
Yeah. Hopefully they trend up.
Hopefully. Okay, team number 4, we have Coexist.
Okay.
We have Yusha from last year on the Team Moment team. He's now made a whole new roster.
Which one is that? Is that the rusher?
No, not the rusher. He's one of the receivers.
Oh, okay.
One of the better receivers.
I recognize some of those guys, but I wasn't sure which one was.
Yeah, he's the only one that made a new team. I think him and Seth,
I respect that, though.
Travis, Alex, Mohammed, Derek, Slavik, Hassan Akbar, and Bisong Tabenyang.
I think you butchered that name, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's definitely off. I'll say Tabenyang. Okay. Just a good team.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I was watching them warm up, they look scary to me.
They do. They're
athletes.
They're all athletes. Yusha's a great receiver now. He has a new team, a new quarterback. I saw he's a really fast quarterback as well.
Quarterback's cold. I have a lot of respect for that quarterback.
You know, the thing is in the league is right now we don't know many of these players. So as the weeks go on and we start seeing you more and seeing your stats and seeing what's happening, we'll know more. Last week, I think I saw Hassan Akbar got a D-ball touchdown on this team.
Yeah.
So
that was a good route. That was a good run.
They have talent. They have talent. We just gotta see it. We just gotta see more of their talent and put it all together.
I think the quarterback has a lot of potential. What's the quarterback's name?
Not sure right now.
Okay, well that quarterback, he's got a great arm, great pocket presence, knows when to run, knows when to throw. But you could tell that he hadn't developed the chemistry with his team yet, and that'll come with time. Hopefully, they practice. You know, in between the Sundays. I think a little bit of practice could do a world of difference. Could make a world of difference for this team.
Oh yeah,
a world of difference. Hopefully, they're not hanging their heads after the last game. We kind of blasted them.
You guys did.
But I think that the score doesn't really tell the whole story there.
Because I was seeing a lot of drives where they drove.
Yeah.
They weren't finishing the drive.
Yeah.
They were driving down the field.
So maybe like a couple of design plays for red zone, you know, could help them out. Miss some flags.
Yeah.
You missed a few flags. That could be GG's right there.
That could be a touchdown off a slant.
I mean, Pap took that one almost to the house. It was like a little dump off, or no, he ran it. It was like 3 or 4 flag miss.
Yeah.
So I saw the replay on that video. Actually, he stepped out of bounds. But
oh wow. What's his name?
Anyways, we'll get to that. Well, Christian was on the other side, and there was only one. There was only one referee, and so nobody.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was saying. Well, I mean, like it was so bang bang. Like in real time, it was hard for me to say anything. But
yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything because he's on my team.
Yeah, for sure. Where do you see this team? Like what's their
ceiling?
What's their ceiling looking like? Yeah.
I see them finishing maybe middle of the pack ish. I see them potentially pulling off an upset
in a wild card round.
Yeah, everybody makes the playoffs, right?
It's a wild card.
Okay, yeah. So I see them winning perhaps one game. If they were to get to the conference championship, I think it would be a really, really impressive. Yeah. Really, really impressive. But like, you know, it just depends on how hot you are going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on who your personnel are. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people are in, sometimes people are out.
Yeah.
You know, look at what happened to LOZ last year.
Yeah.
You know, they semifinals didn't have their full squad,
and then they get blasted.
Yeah.
You know, so
we'll get to that too.
We'll get to that one. All right, our 5th team, we have Legion of Zoom.
A Dart product.
A Dart product.
That's what's up.
Your squad.
That's my squad.
Your baby squad. Your Gen Z squad.
Yes, my sons.
Your sons. Your sons, man. So we have Captain Safiullah.
Okay.
That's
he's actually not my son. He's somebody else's son.
Who's his dad?
Huh?
Who's his dad?
He's your quarterback. He's your star. Lucky.
Oh,
Lucky.
That's his dad?
Yeah.
Okay. We have Seth Golden.
Okay.
You know?
All right, my son.
We have Isaac, Harrison, Harry, Muhsin, Maz, the twins.
Yeah.
The bro twins. Yeah. We have John, Muzammil, Nanzo, Bruce, and Jad Bajour.
Nasty team.
This team right here.
Jad's actually the bottom of that team.
Yeah. This team right here, roster-wise, they should not lose a game. They should not lose a game with this kind of roster. But the thing is, though, with this team, a lot of characters, a lot of personalities, a lot of Chad Ochocinco's and Chad Johnson's and TO's on this team. That's the issue I see with this team. But if we're talking about strictly athlete to athlete with these players, this team should not lose. And they shouldn't get scored on ever.
On paper.
They should never get scored on with this kind of team. You have Harry, Isaac, Seth, Jad. You have John too. You have Bruce. If they're all coming to the game and competing and playing, they shouldn't lose a game. They should win a championship. But the thing is it's really hard to break out that TO factor and Ochocinco's because it just breaks the team down. Like imagine you get scored on one time and someone's already, chirping, and then it breaks everyone tell them to be quiet now. It's a big factor.
I know all these guys.
Yeah.
I play with these guys all the time.
Yeah.
When you play with guys week in and week out, sometimes I play with them on Tuesdays. I play with them on Thursdays. I play with them on Sundays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them I hoop with, You know all of their little idiosyncrasies. You know what's going to tick them off. It's like, it's so predictable. And every single one of these guys hates to lose. Like it burns them when they lose. And so it doesn't surprise me, when sometimes things aren't going their way, they get a little down, If that's the one thing that I would suggest to Legion of Zoom is pick each other up,
Yeah.
Support each other, and just the sky's the limit for this team, though.
Oh yeah,
the sky's the limit for this team. Like,
so Commish Sonny, who, if you were the GM of this team,
okay,
we actually already the GM.
all right.
If you were the head coach, who would you start, Seth or Bruce at QB for your team?
First of all, we did not talk about this question.
What?
We did not talk about this question. I was not prepared.
Off the cuff.
I mean, I am prepared, but
off the dome right there. That was off the dome.
All right, who would I start, Seth or Bruce?
Yeah.
Bruh. Damn, really putting me on the spot here. Oh man, because they're both my homies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like dart regulars, right?
Yeah,
I see them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They both bring something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, let me just talk about them individually.
Okay.
As quarterbacks.
Okay.
So, like, Seth throws a soft ball. That's no shade, but it's a different type of ball. You know what I'm saying? So he likes to kind of like, how should I say it? Just kind of lay it in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's got great accuracy. He's got good pocket presence. And his hips have gotten a lot better. His hips have gotten a lot better. And then, he can throw it downfield. He has, I think, pretty good chemistry with his team.
Yeah. I mean, he was last year's quarterback, so he was last year's quarterback.
Yeah. And then you have Bruce. Bruce can make tons of plays. He has very elusive hips. He has a pretty good arm as well. Arm talent, I would probably give the nod to Seth.
Okay.
Running ability, I would give the nod to Bruce. The rules in this league probably favor Bruce because he has unlimited run, right?
You can hike and run.
Yeah.
You can say hike.
Yeah.
You can do that right now.
I mean, I'm going to say that I would use them both situationally. And I know I'm selling out a little bit on the answer. Like I'm not definitive in terms of who I would pick, but I would use them both situationally.
Those are boys, man. You can't do it.
They're my sons.
You can't. You can't do it.
I can't pick and choose my sons. You know what I'm saying?
They're all equal. They're all equally.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair. That's
right.
Fair.
I mean, even Mosin could start. You know what I'm saying? Mosin's a great quarterback.
How about Jad can start too? Just put Jad at quarterback.
Jad
Bajor
at quarterback. See, Jad turns into a quarterback when they're like losing bad. He's like, give me the ball. I want to play quarterback.
Yeah.
But no, that would be a waste for Jad.
Yeah, for sure. He's a Megatron of your team, so make sure he's out there running routes and stuff. But
But I know he does like to play quarterback.
Yeah.
I know he does like to play quarterback.
So what's their ceiling looking like? What's their ceiling? What do this team should?
Well, they're already 0-1. So I don't know. I mean, theoretically, they could still get the 1 seed. They'd have to run the table.
Yeah.
But what's their ceiling? I mean, championship.
So if they lose in the wild card round, what would you say? This team has failed miserably, or?
Yeah, I would be a tremendous disappointment. Tremendous disappointment. I would take the dart product off their team.
You take it off?
I'd go into the Google Doc and remove the dart product.
All right, yeah, we'll see.
No. I
mean, they should be in the semis. They should be in the semis.
They should be in the semis. They should be competing. And I want the whole squad there. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be hard if it's a morning game. It's gonna be hard if it's.
We'll get into that.
Okay. Team number 6, we have the Legends of Dart.
Okay. Bot team.
Legends of Dart, man. This is
team almost didn't come together, honestly. Came together the last second.
The last second team, Captain Ali Akhtar.
That's what legends do.
We have Ali is the captain of this team.
Yeah.
And I love that because Ali's always told me he wanted to be more of a coach now. Moving to a coaching mentorship role for him. And now, I mean, I think he thought that on my team he couldn't be that guy, which probably is true. Now he's got a team of savages, but I think he can lead. Like he can be the leader of this team. He can lead it his way. Yeah. And he got his boys. He got Papilla, quarterback. We have Javed. We have Rafe, the playoff Rafe, Ramadan Rafe. Fasting Rafe. Just
so many different versions.
Any
of
big
Rafe.
moment of him is nice.
Bot Rafe.
Post marriage Rafe though. That was tough.
Oh man,
that was tough.
Yeah. Post marriage Rafe, but that took some getting used to. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. It's very traumatic.
Marosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Eastern European.
Okay. Yeah. We have Taha Usmani, man. Taha Usmani. That's all you need to be. Like Taha Usmani. Like he's, We have Moise Qureshi. The leader.
By the way, Taha Usmani balling out lately.
He really has.
Balling out.
He really has.
He won the Eid Bowl MVP.
He's won everything. I feel like every team he's on, he just wins right now.
Yeah.
He's looking nice.
Yeah.
Obviously,
gotta do something about that comb over though.
the commish.
I'm gonna shave that thing.
Furqan, Sunny, Azhar on this team. Darius Hicks,
I know that guy.
Jelani, Arjit, and Hashim. This team, I think this team you have right here.
Okay.
You guys have the chance potentially to be like a semis team, championship level team.
Yeah.
Could get into the ship possibly. The thing that I see though is it's on Papilla.
Yes.
To really get you guys there.
If Papilla's on his game, we're hard to beat.
If Papilla's playing his game, I feel like you guys can definitely do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Papilla is, if you guys get down in the game, I just don't see him being able to make this comeback.
Okay.
So if you guys start off well each game, you guys coast.
Okay.
Like last week, you guys coasted. It was nice to see without 4 of your top players. So you guys still coasted. But I think this team is definitely scary because it's just the chemistry y'all have. Playing on Sundays, playing on Thursdays, playing on Tuesdays, playing on Wednesday, any day.
Yeah.
The chemistry is there.
Yeah.
And for sure, it's on Pap, but also Ali. I think just getting the ball in these guys' hands, getting the ball in Taha Usmani's hands, getting the ball out of Pap's hands, getting it to your playmakers, let them work. And I think you guys can definitely do it. It's definitely a scary team. Definitely a scary team.
It's a scary team. Pap, I think. By the way, he doesn't like us calling him Pap.
Really?
He wants Pia Papilla.
Oh,
yeah, so I'm like trying to force myself to say Papilla now.
Okay.
I can't.
You don't like Pap?
I can't do P, huh?
You don't like Pap?
Yeah, he told us that. Yeah, he
Okay.
don't like Pap that much.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
now I'm gonna like force myself to say Papilla.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, it's. I agree, it's on his shoulders, but like he's fine with the pressure. He knows all these guys. We play with each other like all the time. So. He's got his goobers on the squad too.
Yeah, he got his boys. He got his boys.
So, and then he's got dark guys as well. So it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? We have fun together.
Yeah.
We obviously want to win the whole thing. That'd be great
for sure.
But yeah, I think I'm not trying to gas here, but I think we're one of the favorites. I want to say we're one of the favorites. But we'll see. I think we play you week 3, and then we got GSOT,
LOZ.
and then we got LOZ. Like
you avoided Wolfpack though.
Huh?
You avoided Wolfpack.
Wolfpack avoided us. But yeah, it's not. Still, our schedule's not a walk in the park.
Yeah.
It's
still playing top.
We'll see Wolfpack. We'll see him. We'll see him in the finals. We'll see him in the finals.
Or the semis.
Or maybe the semis. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's probably like a 3 or 4 horse race at this point.
Yeah,
I think we're one of the horses.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still early. We'll see what happens. But I'm not trying to.
Don't want to guess too early now.
Yeah,
you don't want to guess.
The thing about it is like Salah's gonna watch this.
Oh, he's gonna watch.
And Salah's he's a little crazy. So like he'll if I say anything, like he's gonna like put it on his board.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
bulletin board material,
I'm
man.
gonna have to hear about it every week.
He's gonna play the video and then.
Yeah, you know what happened with Mucky's son last year.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That got out of hand.
So I can't give him material.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's kind of like, did you watch the Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix? You know how he would just like make up controversies?
Yeah, just to get hyped up.
Like that's how crazy Salah is. It's like one card short of a full deck.
Yeah.
Screw loose.
But yeah, I think you guys can definitely do it. It's on Papilla. And if you guys don't make it past the semis, I would say that you guys folded. I would say it's a sell.
Yes.
With this kind of roster, I consider it a sell.
No excuse.
Because the chemistry y'all have is probably the top level with Wolfpack with chemistry-wise. So and LOZ. So you guys should definitely... You have the advantage with the plays and the time together and all that kind of stuff. So we shall see. We shall see. Team 6. Legends of Dark.
I feel good.
Legends of Dark. All right. Team number 7. Notorious. Captain Patrick Fellows.
Patrick, was he there last week?
No.
Oh, man.
He actually had a baby recently.
Really?
His wife had a baby
Oh, okay.
recently. So.
Mashallah. That's awesome.
Mashallah.
Hey, congrats, Pats.
Inshallah that goes well.
Is that his first?
Yeah, first.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, right on.
All right, so this is our second free agent team of the season. Second one of the first one.
Okay.
That got formed this year, and you know it's a pretty good roster. They have
won.
They won.
You know, they're 1-0.
They're 1-0.
Yeah.
They're 1-0. They have Salman Orozco.
They peaked too early though.
Riyadh, your boy, Riyadh Dart.
Another guy, another Riyadh.
Yes.
Yeah. That guy's been MIA too.
He's been gone. He's been gone.
He's the one who sniped. He's the one who sniped my jersey, not Malik Marou.
Riyadh.
Yeah.
Okay. They
He's
got
a great
Sammy.
guy too. I love that guy.
Sammy Abu Rosh. How would you say this?
Oh, that's Pratik.
Pratik.
Pratik Jogi.
Yeah.
PJ. He goes by PJ. He doesn't like it when we call him by his government name.
Oh, wow. He didn't like it?
Nah.
Okay. So PJ. We got Sahil. He looked
Quarterback.
good. He looked good last week. We got Saad Razi, new player. We got Hasib, Aquaman.
Janga.
Aquaman the building.
Aquaman, Panda.
Yep. We got Yusuf, Shakir. That was all for sure.
We might not see Hasib anymore.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
You know the announcement? You know.
Oh, I know. You got chill. You got chill. You got chill. They won't know.
That might be a bit of a deal breaker for him.
He'd be probably gone now.
Hey, if you know, you know.
We lost. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, man.
That's tragic if we lost him, though. For real.
And then we had last player, Jalen David. I think that's Tyreek Hill.
Huh?
I think that's Tyreek. That's Tyreek Hill. Jalen David is Tyreek Hill.
God.
He looked fat. He
I
looked
gotta
good.
get him in Dart.
He looked good.
I gotta get him.
He
in
looked
Dart.
good. Yeah. Oh yeah, this team, exciting team actually because this is a free team that has talent.
They'll live and die by Sahil.
Sahil.
On God, they're gonna live and die by Sahil.
Sahil can throw.
Huh?
Sahil can throw. He can run. He can.
Yeah. And he'll admit it. He'll be the first to admit this.
Yeah.
For him, it's decision making. He's not always sure about himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I want him to throw and play with confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just live with the results.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But he has great potential, Sahil. You know, it's funny. We were like at a restaurant just hanging out like after one of our games, and I didn't even know that he was playing. And then he told me that he was playing on the free agent team, and he told me about the roster. I told him he was going over.
No way.
I told him you're going over, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah. I completely ate my words.
He got one.
Huh?
He got one. He got one.
You know, he's not going over.
And
so,
the thing is,
Sahil, my bad, bro. Shout out Sahil.
This team last week, they looked like a good little squad. They have blocking. We have quarterback play. We have receivers out there. We have Tyreek Hill running around. So they can be they can be a sleeper team for sure.
I mean, Sahil's familiar with some of these guys, like PJ. They're actually roomies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they have crazy chemistry.
Yeah.
Crazy chem, yeah.
Yeah. And I think he knows a couple of the other guys on there, Hasib and like some of these other guys. So it's not completely he's not completely new to them. So
yeah, I think this team has a chance to win a playoff game potentially. Could be a big upset, but you know
if they win a playoff game, because think about who they would be winning. Who do they have to win against? They have to win against LOZ, Free Palestine, right? They have to win against Wolfpack.
They gotta be one of these
Free
teams.
Palestine.
They gotta be one.
Legends. Who am I missing? There's one other.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
GSOT. You said them already?
Right. Yeah. I think I said that. There's somebody I'm missing. But anyways, they'd have to win against one of those top 4 teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that would be
a big upset.
That'd be a huge upset.
Big upset.
Huge upset.
But I think Salah has a chance to do it because his talent level is there. He just has to put it on the table with Tyreek Hill and you have PJ, and you have blocking, and you have everything you need. But they did verse the Desert Eagles last week, so we'll see how they play against
some of the better teams,
top competition and stuff. And that's when we'll know where they're at to get a better gauge. But you know, it's a good Good squad. Probably better than last year. The last year favorite team, the yellow team.
That was rough.
God, they were a disaster.
That was rough.
They were a disaster. So I'm happy that we have.
Calm down.
I'm glad we have
I went for the jugular.
formidable free agent squad. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, and our final team, the greatest show on turf.
Okay.
Captain Dan Sayed, your boy.
That's my boy.
That is your boy.
That's my boy.
And they got Caleb, Taylor, Mark, Adrian, Trevor, EJ, your boy EJ, Dart guy right there. Adam, Parker, and Chris. This team right here, they're the Carrollton champions.
Dan is the Muzzy representation on that.
Yeah, he's our Muzzy lead right there. He's our Muzzy captain. You know, every team has to have a Muzzy captain. It's a must. We need that. And he's that guy for us. But
EJ's down for the cause, though.
EJ's down.
EJ's down for the cause. I've talked to EJ.
Okay, that's good.
EJ's
so that's
cool.
two.
EJ's a good dude.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. This team right here, man, Carrollton champions.
Yep.
They did win the Carrollton League before this. I wasn't playing, so I don't know if we're gonna count this. Is it a bubble?
Asterisk.
Is it a bubble?
It's an in-season tournament.
It's an in-season tournament. Oh man! But you know they played the Wolfpack champions last week. That was the DMFL champions. So they played a.
No, no shade. Like they beat Shij's team. That's a good squad. They beat us in the semis too. Yeah, they went undefeated. Like you gotta give them their flowers.
You know they balled, and last they showed that wasn't really their team. That they showed last week that they're really a good squad.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about that. I can't wait to talk about that.
Dan Sayed with his deep balls. That was nice. That was so fire.
So predictable though.
But yeah, with EJ and the quarterback Chris Jones, CJ. He's nice. He's nice.
I knew I recognized him. Where you
know him from?
He plays on Thursday. He plays comp. He plays comp on Thursdays. Yeah.
Yeah, this team is a very scary team. Yeah. I see them being in the semis, in the mix with the top 4 teams.
Yes.
Very
technical, everything designed.
They have play forward, play 7, 8, 9, run. They have everything going. So they have the plays. They have the chemistry. They practice weekly. Yeah. Weekly. Yeah. Like they don't play around. This is preseason too. They're practicing before it starts. So they're not playing around here.
Dan set the culture for that team
for sure,
and he puts the work in. You know, he's a real cerebral sort of player. He understands the mental aspect of football. Yeah. He takes football super seriously. Yeah. So he and I have a lot in common. I really like that guy. I did not. Okay, we're going to talk about it later. All right, we're just talking about roster right now.
Yeah, roster.
Roster's good. Roster's good.
I think this team has a chance to, get some rings this year, but they gotta still come to play though. You know, it's like everyone has. Well, the top teams have the roster to do it. It's all about on that given Sunday producing on that day. Yes, that's the key. But this team is definitely in the mix. So,
I think that they're a contender. I think they're a contender. I don't know if I would have said that had I not seen their performance in week 1. But I say that now. And like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit more.
One thing, when we first played them with Dart, greatest show on grass.
When I
was there.
When we put a bagel on them?
When we destroyed them.
Yeah, I remember that. I can show you the video. I can send you the Dropbox link if you want.
Okay, I need it.
Yeah, I can send it to anybody.
Since Dan.
Send it Dan?
Dan.
All right, cool.
But that team that we dismantled, that team is gone. That team that I saw last week is a brand new squad. Like, they're a different team now. They've grown from that day. They've learned. They've made adjustments. They have more talent, I feel like now. And I just feel like they've improved so much from that time we played them. And they still want me a lot. Actually, every time I walk by, they're like, where you been at, man? We're waiting for you. I guess they want my number. They want to see me again.
Bro, they don't know you're under contract?
They don't know.
They don't know. Hey, that's breach. That's, you can't breach your contract.
Actually, one time I played with them one time. Remember that one time I played with them?
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that. I should have sent you a cease and desist letter.
Man. Alrighty. Now we're on to our segment number 2, which is the game recaps of last week 1 games. They were fun to watch. Game 1 was a show. It was the greatest show on turf versus Wolfpack.
I woke up
champ
early.
Versus champ. You were there at 8:07 in the morning
to
make sure you didn't miss anything. And you didn't miss anything. That game was fun to watch. Both teams competing at the highest level. I think what we all expected. I thought that Wolfpack would win But I thought
what was your prediction before?
I told Salah actually. Like I told him, I said 28-13 actually.
Okay.
Wolfpack.
I told Mucky like I think 35-14.
Oh, you thought you were gonna spank him?
Huh? Honestly, that's what I thought.
Oh, wow.
That's what I thought. I ate my words.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be the first to admit I was completely wrong on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought it'd be like a little bit of a battle, but I thought Wolfpack was just gonna destroy him.
Yeah.
Like later, it would get out of hand.
Yeah.
But what I saw was Grealish on turf weren't going away, and they were scoring points, and they were making plays, and that two rush that Salah Semi was doing, that two rush, they were getting that ball out to their blockers and their screen guys, and they were making moves.
Yeah.
You know, so it was. I was a little shocked to see it, but now I can see that Grealish on turf they're here to play. And they're here to compete with the best of the best.
Yeah.
And
they hadn't lost a game. Honestly, they hadn't lost a game in a long time. Because
wow.
when in the Carrollton season, they went undefeated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ had 3 touchdowns. They had that long D ball touchdown. And what's his name? Taylor, I think he bagged Obeid. I think he bagged him pretty well.
Oh, you mean the head top?
Yeah.
The head top? Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah. He hit him with the. It wasn't Obeid though. I don't think it was Obeid.
It was Obeid.
It was?
It was Obeid, yeah.
He hit him with the too short.
He did?
Yeah, he hit him with
no,
the too short.
He did
huh?
Not this one.
Not that one. He did. He did the too short. Yeah.
See, Obeid is a short guy, but he can jump. So that's still a good that was a good monster.
But that was a 4th down play.
Oh, wow.
That was a 4th down play.
That's big.
Yeah,
that's big. That's the thing about Wolfpack, man. It's just like even when they're in trouble, they have this thing where they just regroup. And second half, they just got everything was different. Second half.
Well, hold on. Before we get there, let's go play by play. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So you watched the whole. Oh, you reffing, dude! I felt so bad for you,
It was
bro.
tough.
I felt
It
so
was
bad
tough.
for you.
It was
I
tough.
knew the Usher brothers, bro. The Usher
They
brothers
were coming. They were coming.
The Usher brothers were not gonna.
The thing is, my ref bailed on me in the morning, so I was in a tough spot there.
You had to put on the black and white.
I had to put
on the zebra jersey, bro.
I had to put it on, but the thing is, like me as a referee. I would never be biased toward any team.
No, you
I
can't.
was calling the calls that I saw.
Yeah.
They were mad about some calls that I made. It's just that's the nature of the game. Referee is a tough job.
No, but
tough job.
Yeah, it is a tough job. A lot of it is bang bang. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think you did a fine job. I mean, as long as you call the balls and the strikes, you know, as you see them.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because things happen so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, but you have a lot of integrity, so I didn't have any problems with your reffing. But anyways, yeah, I played with the Usher brothers enough. I love those guys, but I mean, like, yeah, I knew they were gonna be in your ear.
Oh yeah, they were. A lot of words being said under breath, man. A lot of words that it was good to me though. It was coming. I heard it, you know, but I just had to ignore it because I heat the moment, emotions running high,
that's the way.
And they were in a competitive game too, so that's also a factor as well.
Yeah.
How the game was going,
back and forth. So if you remember, Obeid started off as quarterback. Iman was in the star.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So threw a little curveball there.
That was different.
You know,
that was
different. I was not expecting that. I mean, Obeid's capable at quarterback. Yeah. So like, I was just surprised because Iman, you know, was the primary quarterback. When Iman wasn't there, Obeid was the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But Iman is the primary, so he was at star.
Yeah.
Right. But they marched down the field. They scored a little pitch to that bot. What's his name again? That bot. Oh, Salah.
Salah.
Yeah, I think Salah took it to the house.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like that's a classic
Wolfpack.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, this could be a long night, a long day for GSOT.
Yeah.
But what happened? They marched right down the field and scored a touchdown.
That 7-7
yes,
big.
and they punched him right in the mouth, right back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. No, actually, they didn't get the extra point.
Okay,
it was 7-6.
Okay.
Right? And so I'm like, okay, they came to play.
Yep.
I was like, all right, I got myself a game. Got my popcorn ready. You know, chair folded out.
Yep.
So anyway, so then
Iman throws a pick.
Mm-hmm. From the star again.
Yes.
And the wind's going against him. Okay, but it was an RTP. Like there was roughing.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there was roughing, and it wasn't called. But Iman's not going to say anything. He's too nice of a guy.
I saw that play. To me, it was roughing the passer. I think Iman rushed it, and the guy was on his his flag, but I didn't see roughing the passer there.
Yeah.
I watched that play. I just didn't see it. I wouldn't have, because if he hit him, I didn't see him get hit. I saw more like going for the flag.
It wasn't egregious. Like he didn't go through him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there was a little bit of contact, and I think that affected the throw.
Okay.
So anyways, and because it was kind of like a high ball and the wind was against them.
Yeah.
Right? So suddenly GSOT, they got the ball.
Yep.
And they're driving again to go up.
Yeah.
And very first play, bomb to Dan, left side. He catches it, right? And boom, they're up. They didn't get the extra point conversion, but boom, they're up 12-7 now, right? And then they get the ball back. Did they get TOD? Was it TOD?
Oh.
Like GSOT got the ball back. They were driving again to go up 3 scores to 1.
Wow.
I don't know if it was TOD or if they had to punt. I can't remember.
Like that, yeah, I forgot.
But they got the ball back.
Yeah.
And the quarterback threw it, and it was just a little bit of high. It's a game of inches, bro. It's a game of inches.
That was huge.
It was a little bit high.
That was huge.
Tipped it, and obeyed. Being the ball hawk that he is.
That was nice.
Just came, scooped it up off the ground, and took it probably 20, 25 yards.
No,
right?
Obeyed special.
It changed
Obeyed
the
special
whole complexion of the game.
Yeah.
It changed the whole momentum of the game because GSOT was about to go up 3 touchdowns to 1.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
20-7 would have been that's a different game now.
That's exactly what was about to happen.
Different game.
That's exactly what was about to happen. And then Wolfpack scored before the end of the half. And then I think they were, what was it? It was like 13-12 at halftime. They were up 13-12 at halftime, right?
Like that, yeah.
And then they ended up, I don't think GSOT scored after that.
That was it.
I think Wolfpack scored.
And then
GSOT
defensive battles, and then finally it was that 4th and 1 into the game.
GSOT still had a chance at the end there.
4th and goal. They threw it. I think Dan had a chance on the ball. It was a good defense, and they got batted down. And then
and then I think Wolfpack scored on the final.
Wolfpack scored on a 4th down play, and then Obeyed took it deep.
Actually, had they not converted on that 4th down play, GSOT would have had a chance.
They had a chance
to go for the tie. So that was a big play, and they threw it deep to, I think, Obeyed.
Obeyed,
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but it really changed when Iman took over at quarterback.
It's just Iman.
Don't say Obeyed.
Yeah.
But like Iman,
Iman's just that dude.
Yeah.
Iman's that dude at QB. He's just the composure of him. The composure, just to know when to take off, when to stay in the pocket, when to use his hips, when to run. He just has it all.
Yeah.
He has the it factor for sure. I think when he's there, Obeyed at receiver is still a force.
For sure.
So I like Obeyed more at receiver.
He's running hard, pitching, hipping, So he's a threat at receiver. Yeah. Hey, how about the Oasis and EJ little scrap? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
That was interesting.
Both
of those guys.
GSOT, they coming in hard. They're coming in hot for these flagpoles. They were coming in hot.
Yeah.
But there were some times where
they're such nice guys. They're all like nice guys. You need somebody like EJ to be that dog.
Yeah,
he's
that guy for them.
Yeah.
He's that guy for them. But overall, it was a great game, very competitive game, and that big call that I called that forward pitch. That was big because what that happened.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was clear forward in my view. I know Christian's on the closest to that side, but my view of the play, it was so obvious. A forward pitch. I called it, and because I called it, they had a 4th down where they had to convert, or they could have. What Jesus did, they could have like matched it. They could have scored again.
Yeah.
But that's when Obey scored, and that was case closed, ball game.
But I was thinking about last season. The first game, it was Wolfpack versus FC Dallas. Remember that game? It was like 20-18 or something like that. Chad GT, right? Yeah. The Minions team, right?
Yeah.
And that was also a really close game.
Battle.
2018.
I remember that game.
Yeah,
2018.
That got a little heated afterwards too. Remember that?
Yeah.
Ariel's
a nice guy, but
everybody's a nice guy.
On the football field, he's a little different on football field. He's a little like fiery, but like a nice
Get over here. Get over here. I heard that like 20 times, bro. Get over here. Get over here.
Every time he pulls your flag, he's talking to you. While he's doing that.
Yeah. He hypes himself up. He's his own hype guy.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
EI didn't play. What was up with that? I saw him there. The guys always smelling
maybe
so
he's
good.
either injured or maybe the roster, like they had already had their lineup set.
Is he not on the roster?
He is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the lineups are already set, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he wasn't there out there, but
yeah, because he's a difference maker too.
He's nice.
I mean, he pulled some flags last season. Like he was like lunging and he grabbed some flags. I'll never forget those.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great game, and now we're on to game 2. Okay, game 2. Free Palestine, my team versus the Legion of Zoom. a dark product. This your kids.
And a rematch from last
of last
season,
year's
game
week one.
Yeah.
Of my team versus their team again, and disaster struck, man. I was refereeing the game, and Seth's calling me a lot. I'm like, why is this man calling me so much? Blow my phone up. I answer the phone. He's like, hey man, we only have 5 guys coming.
Yikes.
5 guys coming. I'm like, bro, don't forfeit the game. Come play.
Yeah.
Still come play and just see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I ended up giving them a player, so they had 6 guys.
Okay.
So if I didn't give them a player,
shout out Praveen.
it would have been 7 versus 5, and that would have been just
GG's.
So I'm glad I gave him one player, even though he was on the roster.
Yeah.
But once jerseys
Imagine
come,
if they would have won.
Oh man,
Dude, you would have been on suicide watch.
You'd been in the woods. No, but yeah, this game. To be honest, man, like because they had 6 guys, I couldn't get into it. Like everyone.
Oh! I know what you're talking about. It's like when somebody's wounded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You almost feel bad for them.
Yes.
You play down to your comp.
It's weird.
You know.
It's like they're rushing 2 guys on me, and I see 3 guys in coverage. I'm like,
yeah.
I have like 5 guys receivers. Everyone's open. It's like
it's kind of disarming. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it's like we should have beaten by 40, but we're like, what's happening right now?
To give you like a tennis analogy, this happened like in the Australian Open. I don't know if you remember, but like Wawrinka and Nadal met in the Australian Open finals, and Nadal was injured, and Wawrinka was up like 2-0, and then once Nadal was injured, he wasn't playing as well, but then Wawrinka's play dropped as well.
Oh yeah.
And he almost lost it. But it's like you have this like sort of like psychosis where you start like second guessing yourself, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to lose to them, right?
Yeah.
How can I lose to them?
Yeah.
Because they're undermanned, they're depleted. You start getting in your own head. I know what you're talking about.
And not only they're depleted, they're missing their main their guys.
Yeah.
Jabajor. Yeah. We have Maz not there. We have Bruce not there. We have John's
Harry.
not there.
No fly
Harry's
zone.
not there.
No fly zone.
No fly zone. So like they're
and John, here we go.
Yeah, I see that.
Here we go.
Their whole team is not there.
Yeah,
so like it's just crazy to me. They all I think they all
They gave you a run, bro. They gave you a run.
Did.
They were up like halftime was up like 13-12 or something.
No, 14 all halftime. 14 all.
tight?
14 tight, yeah. Exactly 14 tight.
Bro.
So this is what happened.
Sweating.
This is what happened. So when the game first started, I was refereeing the game 1.
All right.
So my team is there. I didn't get to do the whole like, all right, guys, we're gonna be doing this and this and this. And it's a brand new squad. We haven't done one practice together yet. We don't know anybody. We're all just like a bunch of guys playing football together. So I didn't have a time to like even talk to them. Yeah. The game was starting, and I was just like,
you called a timeout from the jump.
From the jump.
Okay.
Like first play of the game, we'll call a timeout. Just get everyone together for a second. And the game starts. We play good defense. Mucky's first pass of the game, I think he threw a pick.
Oh, okay. Classic Mucky.
Very first pass for him. I threw him a star. He threw a pick to Seth.
Yeah. You gotta get it out of the way.
And they don't score either, but we finally score 7, and then they match us 7, and they're actually moving the ball with 6 guys, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Seth was doing a pretty good job. Seth was running around, doing his little thing, and Seth on the run is pretty scary. He's better on the run than standing as a pocket passer.
Mucky loves the way Seth runs, though. Mucky loves the way Seth runs.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
He says he runs like an old man.
Really?
He's like an old man. He has some other choice words too, but
he moves though. He's moving.
Huh?
He's pretty fast.
Yeah, no, he is.
He's pretty fast.
He's talking about more of like the mechanics of.
Yeah, he's like
the way. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
It's like, but anyways. I don't
so how would you?
Mucky shouldn't be talking, but anyways.
Yeah. How would you feel if you were on this team and all your guys don't show up for the game and like
how would I feel?
How would you feel?
I mean.
Was their excuse valid though for Ramadan hoops? Was that a valid excuse?
I mean,
playing basketball until 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
Ramadan hoops. I've been out to Ramadan hoops. Ramadan hoops is a vibe. Like, I mean, those guys put a lot of effort into what they do. It's a great product. People have a great time. I was out there one night until like 5 o'clock in the morning too. I was like on fumes the next day.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to your question: is it valid? I mean, they all had different excuses, right?
One guy's in Vegas, Ramadan hoops. I think that was Jad and Maz. And probably, I don't know about John.
I'll give him a pass. I'll give him a pass. I mean,
okay. Question.
I know the gamers.
You're 22 years old. Go back in your old days.
All right.
If you're playing,
calm down.
If you're playing basketball till 2, 3 in the morning, and you have a football game, DMFL week 1 at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, are you pulling all nighter there?
I'm not sleeping.
All nighter.
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah,
all nighter.
That's what I was into. That's what I was into.
I'm not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
I'm gonna play the hour. I'm gonna play the game for an hour. Go home and just crash.
That's it.
You know.
That's what I would have done too. I think that's.
I mean, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
Right. It was just the timing wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like back to back. You know, Ramadan hoops, and I don't think Jad had been to Ramadan hoops because he goes dark during Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like Eid. It was like a like an Eid, like a special Eid
one,
thing, right?
One,
yeah. So I think Jad, maybe he was missing out, you know, playing with the guys and stuff like that.
He locks in all the time. He locks in.
Yeah.
Totally locks in.
Yeah.
LeBron mode, you know, 0 to dark 30. You know, he's straight locked in.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, he's just like he goes off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah. By the way, did you see Obaid's post? We've
seen the post. We've seen the post.
Yeah.
Sorry, Oasis, we can't repost that story though.
Was it Ace?
Ace.
Oh, okay.
Ace,
all right. Shots fired, bro. That
story couldn't get reposted by the DMFL page, but
you didn't repost it?
I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
It was a little bit too much drama, but over here it's fine. We don't mind drama over here in the podcast.
Yeah.
We just can't posting that stuff on our social media.
Yeah. But you know, it's a little chippy rivalry.
They got some rivalry from last year. It's kind of it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there for sure.
That game is going to be hella interesting.
I think it's week 5.
Huh?
Week 5. That game is week.
Popcorn, baby.
Popcorn. For sure. And yeah, overall, we after halftime, 14-14, we started to put it to him, you know. But I started playing a little bit better. I started running around a little more. Nonzo got a lot. Nonzo. Yeah, he got three sacks.
But the problem with that is that since they were only 6 deep, they had no depth. You know what I'm saying? So like those guys are gonna tire out.
Yeah, usually only having 6 guys, you don't rush.
Yeah,
everyone's in the coverage, but he actually was rushing.
Nonzo won DPOY week 1 last year, right?
He might do it again.
Yeah,
with that performance.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he might do it again.
Shout out Nan
for sure. But I think after that, I was throwing. You know, we had Hassan catching some deep bombs, and then we had
that's his specialty.
After that, after halftime, I gave him a little speech. Little halftime.
A little speech.
I gave my team. a speech and myself as well. But we locked in, and they didn't score again. We finished at 28-14.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. We had a late score we could have had, but just didn't cover. But overall, I don't know what I can say about this game because it's 7 versus 6. I can't be like, oh, we did great or we did bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that game, but I mean, we had
2 halves, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we had a free win. You can call it a free win for us, but we'll take it. You know, win's a win, and it's hard to get wins in DMFL, man. It's hard to come by. We're versing great competition every single week, but LOZ, thank you for that prayer. They gave us a little gift there, but you know, we'll take it.
A Dart product.
Hey, your kids, man.
Hey,
your kids.
Hey, they're coming, bro. They're coming.
They are coming. They're coming for sure. Okay, game 3. We had the Legends of Dart. Sunny.
Don't touch me.
Legends of Dart versus the Notorious. No. Coexist. All right, so you guys destroyed them. It was
we woke up and chose violence.
You woke up and decided to just coexist. Was just tear them up. You know, they were getting cardio.
Honestly, I was nervous because I didn't know anything about coexist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about coexist, and I saw them warming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look legit. You know, and they are legit. You know.
Yeah.
But I would say like we were already polished at that point. Like we were a team. We play together all the time. We play in different leagues. You know what I'm saying? We know where to be. You know. Your
scrimmages too on weekly scrimmages and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And they're still sort of developing. So,
to me, I was very disappointed in Coexist because I was hoping that this would be a resemblance of ChatGPT a little bit, like at least a team of that caliber. I was hoping for that. It's still early; we don't know. It's just week 1, but just what I saw, I didn't see what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a more competitive game from them, them scoring more points, a little bit more pressure on Papilla to be able to score under pressure.
Yeah.
You know, when you're up by 40, it's easy to score. But when you're down by 6 or have some pressure involved with that. But when things are going well with Papilla, it was just anything. Throw it to, you know, throw. We're doing stars.
I caught a TD.
We're doing stars to Sunny, and we're making GoPro videos, and we're posting on TikTok.
When you know it's bad, bro. That's when you know it's bad. When I come in and I start thinking about what music I'm gonna put to my TikTok video.
Oh my god!
Yeah. That's when you know it's clowny time.
Yeah, and I saw one of the comments and they're like, "Coaches just got some cardio out there. They're just getting cardio," and that was you know, I mean, it's kind of true though because they weren't scoring points.
Yeah.
And they didn't score until it was 26-0. The score was 26-0 zero until if I got a touchdown. And I would say the only thing that I saw bad on your team. I mean, everything was amazing. Papilla was playing great. Everyone everyone was doing their thing. You were catching, you were throwing, you were catching. Papilla at safety was getting tested a little bit there. And
That's a sensitive subject.
Yeah, and then I did see Hicks just take his job. I guess he just took his man's job.
They have an interesting dynamic. Hicks
they're like best friends, but also like they also hate each other sometimes.
Yeah. They talk to each other like brothers.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's no filter there, I should say.
Yeah.
But it's all love.
Always.
It's all love.
Always. Yeah.
But yeah, Pap at safety is it's an ongoing conversation.
Yeah.
That we talk about. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Not Pap. Papilla. At safety.
Papilla. Yeah. But I mean, look at the stats, man. Papilla had 3 touchdowns throwing, 1 rushing touchdown. What's it called? You had a touchdown catch. Darius had a pick. We had Haskell at pick 6. So you guys did whatever you guys wanted out there, and it looked great. I mean, y'all looked great. Y'all looked amazing. I don't want to say coaches just played horribly. I want to give you all the credit as well. You guys played good football too.
Yeah.
Polished team, looked great. Looked like you were ready to compete for a championship, and they're looking like they were just trying to do something out there.
Hopefully we didn't peak too early. I said it earlier. Like I said, I mean, I think we're a contender. We're a contender, but we'll just have to wait and see. The jury's still out. We'll see.
So game 4, we had the Desert Eagles versus Notorious.
Yep.
It was tough to watch, man, because
damn, bro.
it was tough. It was tough to watch because look, it's a brand new squad. They couldn't snap the football.
Okay, yeah.
And it was so bad.
I remember that now.
Like imagine the snap comes so high, you're like catching it here, you look up and you're sacked.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was tough.
I felt bad.
When they finally got some snapping issues situated, they had QB, something was happening there. I think Muhammad Ayachi, he's the captain, he's the guy, but they have a couple of guys that are on the roster, but they weren't playing, so they had some little shakeups with the quarterback play as well. Yeah. But they're reversing.
They switched quarterbacks, right?
They did switch.
I think that was a
little collab there, a little duo.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a star quarterback; it was more like a switch, a full switch. And
who took over as quarterback?
I think name is Yasser.
Yasser, right? Yeah. He did good.
Yeah,
he did good. A lot better. So
yeah. I mean, you have Suzair. He's running deep. You have Malik Marouf. You have some guys on this.
Once they figure out how to use those guys, it's a different story.
Yeah. But on the other side, Notorious, they look good. We have Tyreek Hill running around. Jalen David. We have, Saha was doing his thing out there. I mean, the rush wasn't as what he usually would see against top level teams. Yeah. But he was doing his thing, running wherever.
This is Patrick's team, right?
Patrick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. They look good, and they're beating them down pretty well. At the end of it, they started to get some points though. They scored though.
Okay.
Mag Marufi got a touchdown. I think Yasser got one too. So they made it a game a little bit, but then Saho was just a little bit too much for them.
I mean, at least it's something to build on. Yeah. There's something there, and hopefully they can go back to the review and see what went well and what didn't go well, and just kind of go from there. I mean, it's a long season.
Yeah.
You can
I think once highlights come out and they see what went wrong and what they can fix on, they can build for the next week's. But I think that this is a good team. They can definitely improve. I mean, after week 1, you can always you have to, because you're starting from nothing. So they'll get better for sure. Hopefully they score some more points, figure out what they want to play.
What's their schedule look like next week?
They're playing Wolfpack.
Oh, Wolfpack?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So
that's gonna be tough.
That'd be tough. But inshallah, maybe Allah might do some miracles and they might do something. We'll see.
I believe in miracles.
Yeah. All right. In our last segment of the day, the spicy stuff. Now, we're going into week 2 predictions.
Okay. What we got?
8 a.m. game. We have the Legends of Dart.
Okay.
Kamish.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Bright and early.
First game of the day. We have versus Notorious. Patrick Fellows.
My son.
Sahil.
My sons.
PJ. The boys.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill. Better guard that man.
We gotta clamp him.
You better guard him.
We gotta clamp him, bro. We might have a little something for them.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, I think you guys. I mean, Notorious, they're gonna compete. They're gonna compete, but I just think that you guys are a little bit too much right now for them to handle.
Yeah.
A little bit too much. You have the rush too good right now. The QB play is good. Receivers are doing their thing. It's just too much right now for this team to handle. But what do you think about this game, like your prediction wise?
So scores.
Scores.
I mean scores. I'm gonna say 35-7.
Yo.
35-7 our way. What? Is that crazy? Is that crazy?
No, it's gonna be. I would say you guys might get in the 40s. Actually, I would say 42-13. They might get some.
We're not trying to clown them. Those are our homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know people like to. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, like if we win, like I don't see us like running up the score.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like.
But I think with Papia, he always trying to run the score up though. He wants to run the score up.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got the Mamba mentality.
Yeah, he's trying to he's trying to destroy people out here. But
Papia.
Papia.
Okay.
But yeah, I do see you guys winning pretty easily. I think that Notorious isn't gonna just let y'all beat them down. They're gonna compete though. I see Sahil doing his thing.
Yeah, Sahil slander got to stop though.
The what?
The Sahil slander got to stop.
Oh yeah,
you might not know about this.
No. I saw EJ wasn't a fan of Sahil.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. I read that chat.
Yeah, I mean that's another next week.
Next week.
But no. Sahil's solid. I like that guy.
He is.
I like that guy. Nice guy.
Hopefully, I wouldn't mind a competitive game here. I would love to see it. I just don't see it happening right now. This team, but I would love to see a 28-21 game. You guys win. I would love to see that. But that's what I want to see. But what I think is going to happen.
We would have to really lay an egg. We'd have to really lay an egg if it was 28.
So a little pick six early. Something has to happen early for that to happen.
Yeah.
Or they start off high.
It would have to be like a comedy of errors. I mean, it would be. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't want to speak it into existence.
Yeah.
But it would be something.
All right. So what's your score? You said 35-7.
35-7. Yeah.
And I'll go 42-13.
42-13.
You guys did them.
Okay. All right.
So you guys will go.
Giving him two tutties. I'm giving him one.
Yeah. So you guys will be 2-0, 1-1 Notorious, and we'll see if this actually happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Game 2, 9 a.m. Oh God. Oh God. Lord have mercy.
What?
We have the Legion of Zoom,
Okay.
the Dart product versus the Desert Eagles.
Okay. All right.
Good God, man.
All right.
This is the thing.
Yeah, because Legion of Zoom they're coming. They're hungry.
They're hungry.
You know
They're hungry. They want to.
They're pissed.
They're pissed.
People been clowning them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel.
This is
I
the
feel
worst
bad, bro.
game for Desert Eagles to be in right now.
Bad.
It's the worst game for them to be in because LG just lost last week. They missed like half the roster, and now they're gonna come in to kill.
Yeah.
And they're versing a brand new team, free agent number 2 team. They're just a bunch of guys we found from the streets and put them together, and we're hoping for the best. But
Found from the streets, bro. Calm down. Calm down, bro.
I'm joking.
I'm gonna make you pee in a cup for those
But LSU's gonna win by a lot. And Jab might do a lot of this, and a lot of this, and a lot of
a lot
of pass interference, a little bit of PI. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna win by a lot. I think there's gonna be a game of maybe this might get like 49-6.
49-6?
49-6.
Bro, chill out.
I'm seeing a lot of scoring this week.
49-6?
49-6.
They're gonna run up the score?
Yeah, they're gonna run it up for sure.
Oh man.
These young guys, they're about that.
Yeah.
They're about the running up stuff. They're not that respect isn't there yet. They're trying to kill people. So this is the game where Seth's gonna have about 5 touchdowns throwing, 1 rushing touchdown, a couple interceptions.
That's MVP right there. That's MVP
that's
stats.
that's player of the week stat right there.
Yeah, player of the week. Okay.
What do you think though?
Huh?
What do you think is gonna happen?
I give Desert Eagles probably 2 tutties.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, what was your prediction in game 1? The
42-13.
No.
Oh, for this game?
Oh, the our 8 a.m. game. What was your
I
prediction?
said 42-13.
42-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably put it like 37-13. Let's say 37-13, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah. I think Desert will score a couple.
Okay, hopefully.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. Just
Yeah, but I think both Dart teams will win. I think Dart will be 2-0 in the week.
yeah. Okay. Here we go. Game 3.
Okay. Give it to me. Come on.
Game 3.
Okay.
Your boy
Uh-huh.
Dan Sayed,
Okay.
Great Show on Turf is versing Free Palestine.
Okay.
Free Palestine. My team versus, Great Show on Turf. They finally going to see me again.
Yeah.
After all that time back, it's been what? It's been a year since that day we
That was last spring. Yeah, it was last spring.
we gave him a bagel. What was the score of that game?
I have to go back and look.
They did score once. They scored once.
No,
They didn't score?
I don't think they scored. Did they really?
I think they scored at the end of the game. Like, it was like
okay. So garbage points.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'll go back and look at the Dropbox footage. But anyway, that's a spicy match.
That's gonna be a game.
I'm looking forward to that.
Because now my team has. This is not week 1 Free Palestine. This is week 2 Free Palestine. We have got more chemistry now. We've got in the lab a little bit.
Our job practicing.
We did a little something. We did a little something, but nothing serious though. Nothing serious. But when you versus a team like Great Show on Turf, you gotta come correct. You gotta come ready to go. And I think that's it's gonna be a great game. And obviously last week they versus Wolfpack and they had a great game as well against Wolfpack, and that's the championship team. So the thing about me is I study people and I study film. This team, I know what their strengths are. And I know what to take away. I don't see Dan Sayed catching a deep ball again and doing.
It's not happening.
I don't see this happening. I don't see that happening. No,
it's not happening.
If it does happen, then I'll be shocked, but I'll be happy as well. That's my boy.
On you?
On me?
Yeah.
I don't see
Do
it.
it, Dan. Do it. Do it.
I don't see that happening on me, but it's possible. Dan's a great player, so it can happen.
What if you do it on Dan? Are you going to do it? You can do the
Well, I do this?
The Dan Selly, yeah.
I should.
Huh?
I should do it. But if I do, it'd be too much. It'd be too much. That's my boy, though. I'm a Dan fan. Like you, I'm a Dan fan.
Yeah.
Great guy. But I just think that will be a little bit too much to handle. We're not blowing them out. We're not blowing this team out. It's going to be a great close game. I just think that our defense might carry us a little bit this week.
All right.
I don't see them scoring. I think it's going to be a defensive showdown for real. Defensive battle, hard to score points. I see a late pick we get, and that kind of seals the deal. So I'm going to say we win 27-21.
Okay. I'll take that one. Same.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Free Palestine?
Yeah, that's facts. 27-21. But how are you going to feel if GSOT takes it?
To be honest, for me, I don't mind this team winning right now because I want to see this team feel good about themselves because this team puts in the work. They deserve to win.
Oh,
like they deserve to win the game. It's possible. I mean, CJ Jones might do some magic, but I just think that it's gonna be hard to score on us. It's just hard to move the ball, like on my kind of defense because I really make it like you just can't. You're not comfortable out there. You're just kind of uncomfortable. The rush is coming at you hot, and you have guys who are ball hawks as well. I mean, they had that one guy, the guy that did that to Obey. You have to watch him.
Yeah.
You have to watch Dan. Dan gets behind you, it's touchdown.
Yeah.
So just knowing their strengths and watching, he has hands. It's gonna be a great game, and this is one of the better teams in the league. So I'm excited to see where my team is.
EJ, you gotta
EJ.
You gotta have a strategy for EJ.
Oh, for sure.
Because EJ is the leader in the dart points right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, he is. I know.
I mean, maybe not for long, but
I've seen it. EJ is the speed's there, and I know that he's gonna be spying me. He's gonna be watching my run, and he's gonna be waiting for me to run and try to take that away. So we're ready for the challenge. It's gonna be a great fun game, and I'm excited for it. Because last week we versus LOZ, but was that really a win or we didn't get a real test yet.
A little tune-up.
Yeah, a little tune-up, little scrimmage game for us. We're versus 6 guys, so now we're gonna get a real game. DMFL week 2. Great game, probably game of the week, probably. Potentially,
we get to see where you guys are at,
and we'll see. Are we a 3-4 team? Or are we a 2-3 team? Or we'll see. We'll see this week.
Some questions will be answered.
We'll see. Final game of the day, 11 a.m. We have Coexist versus Wolfpack.
Okay, all right.
Final game
Brutal
of the day.
Schedule for Coexist.
Yeah, tough one. I really feel like I should have gave your team that Coexist schedule because I think y'all be ready for this challenge right now. But it is what it is. The schedule was made by
Randomized
schedule.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't over here moving games around. It was randomized schedule. And Allah bless y'all. I mean, I'm not, but you guys are good for it.
Allah bless Wolfpack.
Yeah, I will see. But I mean, this game is gonna be a good game. Wolfpack is the favorite for sure.
Yeah.
They're the favorite to win the game.
Yeah.
Coexist, I want to see more from them this week. I want to see them competing. I want to see them putting points on the board. I want to see them finishing drives off with touchdowns, and they have a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Wolfpack is just, they have a great defense because it's more the mind, more the IQ. IQ is on that team is very different, and like I said, it's not always about the athletes. It's more about just having the chemistry and having overall unity. And I think that they have that, and it's hard to score on them. That's why Greg on Turf last week, second half they couldn't score on them. It just they all locked in defensively, and it's gonna be hard for them to score. But if Coexist scores some points, they have a chance to make it competitive.
Yeah.
But what do you think about this game?
I think Coexist is going to look better than they did last week. I think that we're going to see a little bit more passing from their quarterback. Last week he was running the ball mainly, but I think that has more to do with the fact that he wasn't on the same page as his receivers.
Okay.
They weren't reading from the same sheet of music, and I think that you're going to see a little more of design plays, and I see Coexist driving the ball a little bit more effectively. I can see them putting up a couple touchdowns.
Okay.
They got to keep it a low-scoring game. They need to control the clock.
Yeah.
They can't let Wolfpack get out and just like run all over them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So control the clock, keep it low-scoring.
Pull flags.
Be
pull
grimy. Pull flags.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't give Wolfpack, easy tutties.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because then they're just gonna run up the score. They're gonna
no pick sixes.
Yeah, and before you know it, you're not gonna be able to recover.
Yeah.
So yes, no pick sixes, no turnovers. Play within yourself. Play controlled. Be disciplined. It's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
It's a lot to ask.
It's hard.
But I mean,
it's hard to do that.
But that's what it's gonna. They have to play a perfect game.
Yeah.
They have to play. They have no margin for error. They have to play a perfect game. Wolfpack has to be off their game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's going to have to happen. But what do I think the prediction? Like, what do I think the score is going to be? 28-12. Wolfpack.
Oh, wow, 2012.
28-12.
That's a good score. I would say it's going to be about 35-6.
Oh, okay.
I'd say they score one time, but just not enough. Not enough scoring by them. And I think Wolfpack is hard to beat, like I said. And I think that it might start off 12-6 early, but just one pick six, one mistake, it ruins your momentum and it ruins your game. I think that, I would love to see it, a competitive game, but I just don't see it this week for Wolfpack. And I think that they'll be 2-0 going into week 3. And Coexist will be 0-2. But, miracles can happen. It's possible. Things can happen. But like I said last week, they just weren't ready for you guys. And Wolfpack is also a team like you guys where it's just, if you don't come ready, you can get blown out easily.
Yeah.
So that's it for our week 4 predictions. So we have Legends of Dart winning over Notorious. We have LOZ beating Desert Eagles, and then we have Free Palestine. We have Free Palestine going over GSOT.
Yeah, that's
probably,
honestly, that's a toss up at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that's a pick 'em.
If they score some easy scores, they have a chance. Like if they score some bombs, that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah,
I just think if they have to drop every single touchdown drive down the field, it's gonna be tough for them.
Yeah.
If they can get a couple of these deep bombs, hey, we might lose.
They're capable.
We might lose. And then last game of the day, we have Wolfpack beating Coexist.
Yeah,
we shall see. All right, guys, that's a wrap for our week 1 podcast. Thank you to the commish Sonny for coming out.
It's an honor, bro. It's an honor.
Dart football was here, man. Thank you for hosting us for this week. This podcast. It was a fun podcast. Welcome. It was long, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go comment how you felt about it, what we can do differently, what you want to see. And thank you again for Sonny for coming out. Hope y'all enjoyed. And we'll see you guys next week. Sit down.